world's desire compelled her mortal birth. One in the front of the immemorial quest, a thinker and toiler in the ideal's air, brought down to earth's dumb need her radiant power. A seer was born, a shining guest of time. For him, mind's limiting firmament ceased above. The landmarks of the little person fell. The island eagle joined its continent. Overpast was this world of rigid, limiting forms. Life's barriers opened into the unknown. Wrought behind the ambiguous screen. Then came the abrupt, transcendent miracle. The vast, immaculate grandeur could outline a travail in the occult womb of life, his dreamed magnificence of things to be, a crown of the architecture of the world, a mystery of married earth and heaven, an next divinity to the mortal scheme. He sat in secret chambers, looking out into the luminous countries of the unborn, where all things dreamed by the mind are seen and true. He lived in the mystic space where thought is born and will is nursed by an ethereal power and fed on the white milk of the eternal strength, till it grows into the likeness of God. Lifting the heavy curtain of the flesh, he stood upon a threshold, serpent watched, and peered into the gleaming endless corridors, silent and listening in the silent heart, for the coming of the new and the unknown. He gazed across the empty stillness and heard the footsteps of the undreamed idea in the far avenues of the beyond. The kings of evil and the kings of good, apparent at the reason's judgment seat, proclaimed the gospel of their opposites, and all believed themselves spokesmen of God, the gods of light and titans of the dark battled for his soul as for a costly prize. There, knowing herself by her own termless self, wisdom supernal, wordless absolute, sat uncompanioned in the eternal calm, all-seeing, motionless, sovereign, alone. An old pull of subconscious chords renews. It draws the unwilling spirit from the heights, or a dull gravitation drags us down to the blind driven inertia of our base. This too the supreme diplomat can use. He makes our fall a means for greater heights. Always the power poured back like sudden rain, or slowly in his breast a present grew. It clambered back to some remembered height, or soared above the peak from which it fell. Each time he rose, there was a larger point, a dwelling on a higher spirit plane. The light remained in him a longer space. Already in him was seen that task of power. Life made its home on the high tops of sense. His soul, mind, heart became a single sun. Only life's lower reaches remained dim. Lightnings of glory after glory burned. Experience was a tale of blaze and fire. Air rippled round the argosies of the gods. Strange riches sailed to him from the unseen. Splendors of insight filled the blank of thought. Knowledge spoke to the inconscient stillnesses. Rivers poured down of bliss and luminous force. Visits of beauty, storm sweeps of delight, rained from the all-powerful mystery above. Thence stooped the eagles of omniscience. A dense veil was rent, a mighty whisper heard. The voices that an inner listening hears conveyed to him their prophet utterances, and flame-wrapped outbursts of the immortal word, and flashes of an occult revealing light approached him from the unreachable secrecy. Oft inspiration with her lightning feet, a sudden messenger from the all-seeing top, traversed the soundless corridors of his mind, bringing her rhythmic sense of hidden things. All vision gathered into a single ray, as when the eyes stare at an invisible point, till through the intensity of one luminous spot, an apocalypse of world of images enters into the kingdom of the seer. A great nude arm of splendor suddenly rose. It rent the gauze opaque of nations. Her lifted fingers Keen unsinkable tip, bared with a stab of flame, the closed beyond. Or she gathered the lost secrets dropped by time in the dust and crannies of his mounting root, mid old forsaken dreams of hastening mind, and buried remnants of forgotten space. A traveler between summit and abyss, she joined the distant ends, the viewless deep. The inspiring goddess entered a mortal's breast, made there her study of divining thought and sanctuary of prophetic speech, and sat upon the tripod seat of mind. All was made wide above, all lit below. In darkness' core she dug out wells of life. On the undiscovered depths imposed a form, lent a vibrant cry to the unuttered vast. A genius heightened in his body's self, that knew the meaning of his fate-edged work, taken to the march of accomplished powers beyond life's arc in spirit's immensity. Apart he lived in his mind's solitude, a demigod shaping the lives of men. One soul's ambition lifted up the race. He drew the energies that transmute an age.